of stupidity is incredible. I'm telling you, I used to use the word incompetent. Now I just call them stupid. I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
I have a great relationship with the blacks. I've always had a great relationship.
But they don't even know the rules.
You look at both sides. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either. And if you report it inaccurately, you would say.
Help! Keep it going!
To condemn the white nationalists and the neo-Nazis who held that rally down in Charlottesville. That's why I know, yeah. I know the feeling. And that's why I sent him this card. Happy belated condemnation. I can't believe we did not see you condemn them sooner.
When I make a statement, I like to be correct. Before I make a statement, I like to know the facts. Before I make a statement, I need the facts.
Okay, I wait for the facts, okay? Just ask the millions of illegal voters who refused to look for Obama's birth certificate during my record-breaking inauguration, okay? When the president was asked about his embattled strategist, Steve Bannon, he gave him this vote of something.
I like him. He's a good man. He is not a racist. I can tell you that.
If the third thing someone says about you unprompted is he's not a racist, you got a problem.
You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, but there is another side. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it.
What the hell are you talking about? You know, one side hates minorities, the other side hates people who hate minorities. Okay, two sides, all right? It's just like D-Day. Remember, D-Day, two sides, Allies and the Nazis. There was a lot of violence on both sides, okay? Ruined a beautiful beach.
What about the alt-left that came charging at the, as you say, the alt-right? Do they have any semblance of guilt?
First of all, sir, the opposite of alt-right isn't the alt-left.
It's the level of stupidity is incredible.
Relations in America. And do you think things have gotten worse or better since you took office?
I think they've gotten better or the same. Look, they've been frayed for a long time, and you can ask President Obama about that.
Yeah, it was a mess. Back then, I remember there was one super racist guy who kept questioning if Obama was even born here. It was a terrible...
Condemn David Duke and say that you don't want his vote or that of other white supremacists in this election?
Well, just so you understand, I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I don't know anything about what you're even talking about with white supremacy or white supremacists. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, did he endorse me or what's going on? Because... you know, I know nothing about David Duke. I know nothing about white supremacists. And so you're asking me a question that I'm supposed to be talking about people that I know nothing about.
How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
But I guess the question from the Anti-Defamation League is, even if you don't know about their endorsement, there are these groups and individuals endorsing you. Would you just say, unequivocally, you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about. You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look. If you would send me a list of the groups, I will do research on them, and certainly I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong. But you may have groups in there that are totally fine, and it would be very unfair. So give me a list of the groups, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know, honestly, I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
All right.
How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
Tonight, on the eve of Super Tuesday, tension erupting at a Trump rally in Virginia.
Get him out of here, please.
A large group of student protesters marched out of the event. And as they pass, a photographer from Time magazine thrown to the ground by a Secret Service agent. Watch again. The agent's hands around the photographer's neck. Then, with the man still on the ground, an angry exchange of words. The Secret Service now investigating. But that wasn't all. Trump singling out another protester, asking if she's Mexican.
Are you from Mexico? Are you from Mexico? Right smack in the middle of my punchline.
Today's confrontation's coming as the Republican frontrunner finds himself in the middle of a new controversy, dodging a question about whether he will reject the support of former Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard David Duke.
Would you just say, unequivocally, you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
Today, Trump under fire, saying he didn't understand the question.
So let me tell you, I'm sitting in a house in Florida with a very bad earpiece that they gave me, and you could hardly hear what he was saying.
But Trump clearly knows who David Duke is. Listen to what he said in 2000.
David Duke just joined. A bigot, a racist, a problem. I mean, this is not exactly the people you want in your party.
And Friday, Trump said this.
I didn't even know he endorsed me. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay?
But Trump's tepid response to Duke and the Klan drawing anger from his rival, Senator Marco Rubio.
He blamed it on a bad earpiece, that he couldn't hear the question. I don't care how bad the earpiece is. Ku Klux Klan comes through pretty clearly, and he refuses to criticize it.
This weekend, Rubio and Trump engaging in an epic schoolyard name-calling war.
I have never seen a human being sweat like he sweats.
He doesn't sweat because his pores are clogged from the spray tan that he uses.
What would you do? Playboy put Ivanka on the cover of the magazine and she had not...
This is going to be an interesting answer.
He doesn't even want you to have a drink. I know it. So.
It would be really disappointing. Not really. But it would depend on what was inside the magazine.
If she posed, it would be fine. But if they put her picture on...
Yeah, but it depends on what goes inside the magazine.
Well, see, that's her gripe. That's this girl's gripe.
And
people assume there'll be nude photos.
Right, you do assume that with Playboy.
Okay,
but if there weren't, you wouldn't have an issue with it then. If they were using her to...
I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know,
and she used to be very... She's still very beautiful. I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and... She was married.
It's huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy. Yeah. No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took out furniture. I moved on her like a but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, the Donald has scored. Oh, my man. Wait, you got to look at me when you get out of your legs.
Sets this up.
That is very
You give me the thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a pig.
Thumbs up. You got to get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Else off first? Yeah, let me.
It's very funny.
You got to give me the thumbs up.
All right, you and I will walk in.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's her, with the gold. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the you can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
Down below. Pull the handle.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Trump, how
nice
are
seeing you. Terrific.
Pleasure to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing, Ariane?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the bus.
Would you like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely.
Melania
little
said
hug
this
for the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just got off the bus.
Bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well, you've got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
After you.
I read the Washington Post, I read the Fusion, I read the Huffington Post, and that's about women being raped. It's not about criminals coming across the border or entering the country.
Well, somebody's doing the raping, Don. I mean, you know, somebody's doing the. You're saying it's women being raped. Well, who's doing the raping?
Mm-hmm.
Who's doing the raping?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you say such a thing?
The level of stupidity is incredible.
Of the three legs of the triad, though, do you have a priority? Because I want to go to Senator Rubio after that. And
I
ask
think to
him.
me, nuclear is just the power, the devastation is very important to me. We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
I don't feel good about turning down money because my whole life I've been greedy. I've grabbed all the money I could get. I'm so greedy. But now I want to be greedy for the United States. I want to grab all that money.
I love the poorly educated. It's not been easy for me. It has not been easy for me. And, you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan.
How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
Good morning and welcome to AM Joy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an indictment. CNN, the Wall Street Journal, and Reuters all reporting that Special Counsel Robert Mueller has filed the first criminal charges related to his wide-ranging investigation that began with the question of whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia to influence the 2016 election, and which has since expanded to include potential obstruction of justice. And perhaps news that we had this week is that there are actual concrete developments in the Russia aspect of Russiagate and the potential collusion aspect of this investigation. There is a lawyer who we've all come to know who met with Donald Trump Jr., who met with Jared Kushner, and who also met with Don Jr. and Paul Manafort in Trump Tower, Natalia Veselnitskaya. And we learned this week that she actually discussed the talking points that she brought to that meeting with a powerful Kremlin official who's the prosecutor general. And recently Putin and others had been repeating the very allegations that Veselnitskaya made in this memo, the memo that she brought to that meeting. We've learned they're coordinated, and of course that meeting was supposedly a proffer from the prosecutor general in Russia of dirt on Hillary Clinton. What do you think the significance of that development is in regard to this investigation?
Well, it adds just another layer to what we already knew. We knew that she had had this meeting. She had told them that she was, you know, through Irina Galarov, a liaison, a former, an oligarch, that they were going to be bringing information from the prosecutor general of Russia on information related to Hillary Clinton. And that is why Jared Kushner, Donald Trump Jr., Paul Manafort took this meeting so that they could go and get dirt on Hillary Clinton. Now we're finding the backstory to that she had these communications, and the Russian side of this story is just, you know, that much more fully known at this point.